Peace and love, family. I'm back in your area. Somebody said I should intro this. I just said peace and love, family. How y'all doing today? It's been a trying week. It's been a tough week. The week ain't even started yet. Y'all notice that? Listen, let me do this. Lil Deli. This is a message for Lil Deli. Y'all familiar with Lil Deli? Lil Deli is the one that like that there. And, see, I was right there, like that there. Lil Deli. Let me give me a message to Lil Deli. Y'all know Lil Deli, right? Lil Deli. If you want to be an aggressive if you want to be a threat, it's not a good idea to leave messages on people's phone. Hint. It's just not a good idea. I ain't gonna do nothing with it, but I'm just saying, if it's somebody else and they know everything about you and you're leaving threats on phone, Deli, stop. Now stop. Now, Deli, if you want to come back on the show, just serve your time and time out, and you can come back. Okay? Now stop it. Listen, that's just not a good idea, Deli. Now stop. Okay? Go on back, lift your little weights, and smoke your little synthetic weed, and drink your little Bolt energy drink. And do what you gotta do. You're welcome to come back to the show, Deli. I ain't never disliked you. Think you're a little crazy. Woo-woo. Y'all ever see the Europeans when they be calling people crazy and they make funny sounds? They like, he might be a little bit woo-woo. I don't hate you. I'm not mad at you, but I think you're a little woo-woo. Y'all ever see people like that? Come on, talk to me, family. You don't want to call them crazy. Say, woo-woo. Europeans do sound effects with people crazy. So, Deli, listen, calm down. I'm going to see if you can get back on the show. Let me talk to the people. I'm going to look at my screen over here, and I'm going to ask them. And I'm going to watch them now. I'm going to watch them. I'm going to watch them, see what they say. You know what I mean? Ozone be good. Should I bring Deli back on the show? Do y'all want to see Delta again? Because I ain't got no beef with Delta for real. I don't know what's wrong with him. He's crazy. Keep on calling my phone. I'm not going to answer the phone, Deli. I'm too busy be playing with you. But now, do y'all want to speak to Delta? Press 1 if y'all want to speak to Delta. Press 2 if you don't. Let me know something. Serving and collecting say no. Delta. Uh-oh. Delta, they don't want to talk to you, Delta. Oh, man. Oh, man. Don't nobody want to talk to you. NYC, you better watch out too. He talking about you too. I'm gonna send it to you, NYC. Oh, we got some twos in there. Press what I say. Press 1 for yes, 2 for no. So most people say 2. Like that there. See, like that there. See, I went up there with Viking and the Boogaloo Boys and like that there. See, we went down there. It's about the formation like that there. See, the formation, we got another, he got the little young guy out of Louisville. he got a 2-man squadron. Good. I'm just playing. He got more than 2 people. Man, these people need to wake up, man. You know what I mean? You know, the funny thing about it is that, you know, do people got other better things to do? Like take care of their children? Like, is that all people think about? I know I do YouTube a lot. That's what I do. I enjoy the Moorish World TV audience. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, when you like over 40 and you calling people on the phone talking about, how you doing? Like that there. I ain't worrying about that Moorish World TV show like that there. See with them GDs and yeah, the GDs and like that there. Like you like over 40. This what you doing. This what you doing. For real. This what it come to. I mean, this what it come to. You know what I mean? This what it come to. Can everybody hear me? Somebody say no sound. Can everybody hear me? Let me make sure I can hear me. See, with them GDs and like that there. Yeah, like that there. See, like that there, because see, we're going to pull up like that there. I don't care if it's 20 or 2021. We're going to be watching every show like that there. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm being tough. Go ahead. This stuff is crazy. With that being said, family, I got a nice one in for you tonight. I got a nice, yeah, I had to hook my mic back up. Because I was having problems with this supposed to be Logitech top of the line camera with a mic. It ain't worked too good. Like that there. Hey, you know who else I like? I got some new skits coming up for y'all too. My main man. Hold up. I got some new skits. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow. I'm gonna be back tomorrow, family. Since I left so long, I'm gonna come back tomorrow and then I'm gonna come back Wednesday. But we got a good one up tonight, family. We got FAIYER STARR, family, and I ain't gonna let FAIYER STARR get away tonight. We're gonna ask them the tough questions. We're gonna ask tough questions with short answers. Y'all ever see that brother? He got the show. He interviewed Grandmaster Jay, but he also interviewed a guy. He was like, so I can't think his name. He asked tough questions with short answers. But the brothers don't like him. They don't like him. I mean, the so-called our community don't like him. But I like his interviews. He be like, so you support a lesbian? No. So you support, he was interviewing a preacher. So you support a lesbian? So you support you're a preacher, but you support a lesbian? You support a tough lesbian? A tough lesbian. So that's what we're gonna do tonight. Yeah, Jesse's something else, man. Anybody watch Jesse? Jesse is something else. So you support a tough lesbian? Huh? A tough lesbian, you a preacher. You know, lesbians do stuff that preachers said they're not supposed to do. You like lesbians? You like lesbians? Y'all ever see him? Oh my God. Oh man. I try to tell you, this YouTube stuff is hilarious. It is hilarious. And anybody that's super sensitive and take this stuff serious, they're crazy. Only thing you should take serious is the choices that you make by the information that you receive. But with that being said, family, we're going to start the show now. We're going to bring my brother in. We're going to see what he got to say. Like I said, you like lesbians? You like lesbians? You know what lesbians do in their bedroom, don't you? You know what they do in their bedroom. You're a preacher. You like lesbians? You support lesbians? Black Lives Matters are lesbians. Hey, yo! Y'all gonna be like, man, this guy's a comedian. But that's what he said. Let me do it one more time. I'll bring my guest in. You like lesbians? You know those who founded Black Lives Matters are lesbians. Yeah, they're tough lesbians. You're a preacher. You shouldn't like lesbians. You like lesbians? Don't the Bible speak against lesbians? Black Lives Matters is about lesbians. Shout out to the rainbow community. I appreciate y'all, family. I ain't got no problem with what you do. What you do in your bedroom is your business. Peace and love, family. Let's start this. I be that more you gon' remember. Be more. I be that more you gon' remember. That town. I be that more you gon' remember. Tahaka Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. LA. I be that more you gon' remember. New York. I be that more you gon' remember. Tahaka Bay front line till the law call my number. Fire! We are here again with our brother, our friend, Fire! Sound like MOP. Fire starting the building. How you been doing since the last time we talked, brother?
I was chilling, man. Got a lot of stuff to do. Got a lot of things to get done.
What projects are you working on now?
Well, I'm still working on the language book. I'm working on the number 2 to my record that I got out, and some other technological stuff I'm working on. And it's kind of difficult, but got to get that done. So it's like 3 major projects I got.
So let me ask you. I know you had your school. Is your school functional? I know we do going through COVID right now, but is your school still functional?
The school is ideological. You know what I'm saying? The school is ideological. You know what I'm saying? The information is here. It's just I have to have a place in order to make it like a actual institution, a stationary institution. So I got the information. It's just got to get the people that want it.
Right, and that's going to be the tough part because everybody don't want it.
Everybody don't want it.
Everybody don't want. I mean, everybody don't want practical information that's going to help them advance. They need to see a whole bunch of people advance before they fall in, or just see blind followers. They need to see something. They don't want to be the first fruit. That's the tough part of building anything, getting those first people interested. But with that being said. I was saying, with that being said, the last time we talked, it appeared to me, and I would say the audience too, that you was on a comeback, that you were ready to make a comeback as it relates to you leaving the NFAC by whatever means you had to leave, whether they suspended you, put you out, whatever the case may be. But can you give us a recap? Can you give us a recap of since the last time we was here? Like, you came on the show and you told us that they literally basically put you out of NFAC, right?
Yeah.
And they put you out due to the fact that they claimed that you appeared to possibly be an agent.
Yeah.
With no sound, about some shoelaces or something. And I remember like it was about some shoelaces, and they sent you to the wrong hotel, and and all of that. So now let's get straight into it. Let's get raw into it. Now that Grandmaster Jay has got locked up, what do you feel? Let me ask you this. Do you feel that Grandmaster Jay is an agent of some sort? And when I say agent of some sort, I like to leave it open as a broad answer, because we don't know. I mean, I don't know what type of agent he is. You know what I'm saying? I believe he is. But do you believe that he's an agent of some sort, first of all?
Of some sort now that things have come out, and look back at things and how things played out, and stuff I seen going on, and we never said nothing about. We just kind of looking weird, but we just let it pass because we was in the moment. Looking back at stuff, I can see some agent, qualities there, and I didn't want to. I didn't want to, see him like that. But you can't deny. You can't deny certain things, man. Like,
right. Are you able to say like some things, a few things, in specifically what you what jumps out to you now, like Monday Night Quarterback? What jumps out to you now? Because I've been saying it since March. You know what I'm saying? What jumps out to you now? Like I was here and I was like, I seen this and wow. And then we're gonna move all the way up into December now.
all right, I'll say that anytime, like, okay, if you look back at X, he didn't. And we talking about Malcolm X, okay? Looking back at the footage and his speeches and the things he said and did, he never really he never sold no wolf tickets. You know what I'm saying? He always did exactly what he said, and he had a literal army behind him that would do whatever he said. With one finger wave, as was illustrated in the movie. You know what I'm saying? That was a real life thing. So we could see that he had power. Whether he solicited it or not, he had it. It was at his disposal. So whether he chose to do good with it or bad, it was there. Okay. Now, when he wanted to do something and show out, he would do that. When he wanted to make a point, he would do that. But also, he was careful to mind the type of things that he spoke about, because he knew he would have to, show and prove. And this is the thing when it comes to, us having power. We've been without power for so long that we think, okay, sometimes we could just come out and just say whatever, and that's not the case. We have to be, strategic with everything we say. And a couple of thousand people, couple of 100,000 people in your inbox, that'll big your head up a little bit. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Couple thousand to 1 million people in your inbox saying, yo, we'll ride for you, we'll do this for you, we'll do that right there. That'll make you feel like somebody. You see what I'm saying? Especially during a time like this when Black people are needing somebody to look up to. You know what I'm saying?
So
Like
so
this.
so next to next to him making these idle threats, was it any other thing else that stood out with your journey? How long was you with NFAC? From the time that you put in your paper or emailed, you got email. The time that you emailed to the time that they exiled you.
It was just from the Stone Mountain. That's when it began.
Okay.
I wasn't there. See, people thinking it was in existence longer. It wasn't. It started with the Ahmaud Arbery thing.
That's right.
Yeah,
Correct.
that's where. Okay, that was like a couple of months before. So Ahmaud Arbery, and then after that, Stone Mountain. So most of us showed up Stone Mountain, and then the bulk of us showed up at Louisville, Kentucky, the first time. You see what I'm saying? That's where the bulk of the people showed up at Louisville, Kentucky, the first time. So when I showed up, it was just what it was. I just showed up, to be a part of, trying to rectify the situation.
So from Stone Mountain to your departure, what was did anything, like, I know me, I be on point, I be looking for stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I have a family. I ain't put my family in harm's way. Did anything jump out to you now that you look back and say, man, nah, hold up? Anything in particular? Outside of the idle threats?
All of the camera time. That would bother me. Like if I'm a okay, there's a difference between a Malcolm X and a war general. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You're not going to go and be up in General Schwarzkopf's face during, you know, operation. You just not, because he's out there leading the people. He's instructing his lieutenants and his captains or whatever. You know, he's not going to be taking pictures and have the people with cameras and whatever in his face. You see what I'm saying? But a Malcolm X, this dude is a diplomat. You know what I'm saying? He's in between the people and the political arena. You see what I'm saying? He's in between the people and the government. The you know, he's in between that. You know, so he can do the camera time because he's not necessarily a warfare general, but when he switches into that place, I can guarantee you he's not going to allow camera time.
Right. Right.
You see what I'm saying?
So the main thing was another thing was, as much time as he liked the spotlight, is what you're saying.
Yeah, too much. Like people like when I would be responding to people on my YouTube page, people would be like, "Oh, this is the reason why you must have been let go, because you talk too much and you always was out in the spotlight." First of damn all, like, if I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna be there.
What about the way that he held a gun? Did you a gunman? You know what I'm saying? You a gunman, and you do safety training and all that. You're a gunman. What about how he holds a gun? You don't pay attention. Did you pay attention to these things?
I got swept a couple of times. You know, I got swept a couple of times. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Sweeping, you know what sweeping is, right?
I don't know nothing but no guns.
Right. You see this barrel?
Yeah.
Say I'm looking at you. I'm turning to you. You just been swept.
You're right.
Okay. My finger may not be on the trigger, but you just been swept. That's a dangerous situation to point a gun at anybody at any given time. You see what I'm saying? One of the first rules you learn in the military is you never point a gun at anything you don't intend to shoot. So you always carry your gun like this. You see what I'm saying? You're going downward. So if anything does happen, you know what I'm saying, it's at least shooting at the ground, not a mistake, you know, horizontal. So I've been swept a couple of times, you know, and that was kind of weird. I looked at that, you know, you walking around with two guns. I feel you, but just put one on your shoulder and then carry one, not two at the same time, and then you carrying them like this and you sweeping people.
Right.
Like that got me, you know, with question marks on my head a little bit, but I let that, whatever. I mean, maybe that was his style. I don't know. I just let it go because we was in the moment. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I feel it's like this. Sometimes you see your grandma and your mom and your uncles and stuff do stuff wrong, but you don't question them because they're your elders.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, man, we dealing with guns, though, man. Come on,
I know.
We're dealing with guns. Now,
see, this thing.
So let me ask you a question. For the time that you were there, were there ever any announcement of any training, safety training, drill training, or anything?
No.
Because I'm talking about when I talk about I advertised it, said STARR takes us inside the NFAC, and I'm not meaning that you are one of the generals, one of the top guys. What I'm saying is from your experience, you know, was there a time when they said, you know what, all of the chapters, he liked to call them, all of the chapters, turn in your training report or something, anything like that?
There was no training reports. There was no because there was no training. The only thing I got from somebody was somebody sending me a text saying that they wanted me to turn in a video of me at the range shooting, and that's when I did the shooting video. But I had to take it down for technical reasons. Okay, I don't know if anybody saw it, but I had it up for a little bit and I took it down real quick. You know, somebody schooled me on something, I took it down. So I put that up, and that was that. But they were just, you know, looking to see, I guess, my technical ability.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that was the only thing I had seen, because, you know, on Instagram, Mr. J was doing like shooting videos where he was in a demonstration how he could hit the targets and what, and you know, his basically his shooting practice. That's what he was doing on Instagram. So I guess they wanted me to do something like that, but I just did mine on YouTube instead.
But when you seen him shooting, was it through your experience? Couldn't you tell that he didn't know nothing about shooting?
Mm, I mean, from what I saw with his
like this, like I don't know how I can't ball. I can't play no basketball. For real talk, I'm garbage. You know what I'm saying? But man, I got a mean form. I can really look the part. But when I seen him trying to look the part with the gun, it didn't work for me. And I don't know, I'm telling you, I don't know nothing about no guns. Nothing.
all right, I'll put it to you like this. I know everybody got their stuff with them, but a clock is right at least a broken clock is right at least 2 times a day.
Right.
Okay. So even though he may have been janky sweeping everybody with his gun, walking around like this, he could shoot. He knows how to shoot. Okay, I can't take that away from him. I watched him while he was shooting because, truthfully speaking, I'm not going to follow nobody with no guns and you can't freaking shoot. Like, dude can shoot. He really can. But everything else, red flags. Now I can see if he's shooting all them bullets and he's not hitting no target, like he just totally, all right, bro, we gotta work on something, you know what I'm saying? But that wasn't the case. He can shoot. It's just there's a lot of bad habits.
But he was missing a bunch of targets on one video. That ain't look shooting. He looked horrible, and he was by himself with no distractions.
Oh well, see, that must have been the one I missed because there was a couple of them that I never saw. But the ones that I did see, he was all right. I guess he got his crap together by that time. I don't know, but
yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
So when you see him, right? I'm always wondering. I asked quite a few people this question, and Delta actually answered it one time. Like, usually agents, they have protection around them that blend in, but as they blend in, they oddly stand out, you know.
Right.
And there's a few people that I picked out in the crowd, you know, that strangely, they were with him before people knew him as Grandmaster Jay, the militia man, where he was creeping around from city to city. Strangely, they're hard to detect now because we had the COVID mask and all that. But strangely, I've found them in 2 different situations. Before he was Grandmaster Jay, the militia man, and now as the militia man. Did anybody ever stand out to you like that?
Listen, man, look, I spent hours going through pictures. I'm not dumb. I'm not dumb by a long shot. Just because people be like, oh, you walking with Jay. Man, you don't know what I'm looking at. You don't know why I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So I went there and I'm like, okay, I know these people out here is dangerous as hell. Let me not go over there. I'm gonna go straight to see what Jay is about because I don't want to be led into no bullcrap. So let me get up here with this dude and see what he about. I mean, let me feel him out a little bit. That's why I was there. It wasn't that I was infatuated with the food. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I want to read your spirit, man. I want to see why the hell you doing what you're doing. Why these individuals is always around you? Why you got these same people around that don't have nothing to do with, you know, militias and whatever the hell. So there was a lot of people who was around him that didn't look really comfortable carrying no gun.
Right. That's the key. That's the key. Body language would tell on people all the time.
Right. And I'm like,
body language would tell on people all the time.
You know what I'm saying? People be, I'll say this, everywhere I go, even when I got a suit on, people think I'm security.
Do you feel as though, now I feel as though this guy's an agent, like hands down. You know what I'm saying? And when most people feel as though that, you know, you're dealing with an agent, and I say an agent, I mean an agent. You know what I mean? Do you feel as though you coming on here puts you in any type of danger? Because if you're dealing with a real agent, I mean, if you're dealing with a real agent, you know, you putting yourself in harm's way. I'm putting myself in harm's way. You know what I mean?
Good, bro.
Do you feel like that? Do you feel like you speaking out puts you in harm's way?
I don't really care, bro. I have lived a horrible freaking life. Like, what the hell they gonna do to me that's gonna be worse than the life I lived already? They can kick rocks. You feel me?
Right.
I didn't know. I've been through horrible situations in my life. This is nothing. They want to play shootout. All right. Hey, I already told my kids we don't had that talk. I already told them goodbye and all stuff. Hey, they know what it is. But if they want to do that, that's on them. But I would like to go home, and I know they would like to go home tonight too. So let's just
There you
chill.
go. There you
So,
go. And see, that's my mindset. All that old killer talk, you want to go home too. But who want to go home the most?
Right.
Who want to make it home the most? That's why I don't pay none of that stuff no by. Because at the end of the day, that's what you just said. They want to go home. Who wants to go home the most?
It's like I tell people all the time. They're talking about these cops and the police got homes too. They want to go home. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, it's whatever, man.
Absolutely. So you coming back on the show, is there anything in specifically that you wanted to address and talk about before I get into a few lines of questioning?
I'll wait till you do your questioning, because I'm gonna think about what I'm gonna say.
So what do you feel about Grandmaster Jay getting locked up? Like, if I remove the screen, I'm just going to have you in there. But what do you feel about Grandmaster Jay? What is your sentiments of him being getting locked up recently?
It's unfortunate, man. That is highly unfortunate that he got locked up. You know what I'm saying? I don't like no cops. I don't like no feds.
So you have the thought that he's genuinely locked up.
I don't like the idea of black people being locked up at all.
Right. You see what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, are you of the thought that he's genuinely locked? I'm of the thought that it's all a part of the game to bring him up out of the whole.
Oh, it could either be he's been legitimized, or he's being, sabotaged out of the movie, so to speak. Like they do when they get certain characters on the screen and they had them on for too long, they'll kill them off in a certain episode. Yeah.
That's the thought. I'm of that thought. I'm of the thought that I said it before, and I actually said it when you were on the show. I said after Trump, after November, after the president election, I didn't know who was going to win. Matter of fact, I don't even care. I said there will be no more NFAC as we know it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There will be. Not after the election, because his association with Trump is real. And I knew that. And I said it. So now I also said I didn't know how that he was going to exit out. I said, I don't know if he just going to just disappear. I gave different scenarios. But I am of the belief that he was pulled out by the way of this bogus charge. The charge is bogus.
Right.
He won't be found guilty. That's number one.
Right.
The charge is bogus. They pulled him out. And who knows his explanation on the other side, whether it's, well, y'all not ready for militia now. And so now he just be a preacher and just do his morning mentals and whatever. Or he just take the bag and go, because now he got over $200,000. He can take the bag and go. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't believe for one moment that those handcuffs around his wrist has anything to do with the judicial system. I believe it was the pullout. Now I'm asking you, are you of the thought that he's legitimately charged, legitimately being processed through the judicial system?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either, brother. It just doesn't make sense. And one thing about this government, they can do whatever they want, when they want, how they want.
It's a stage, man. It's a stage. Like I'm military, dude. I know. Like when I was in Camp Lejeune in 2000, okay, we had Marines coming back saying that they was being told to go door to door to find people to start a fight with. So when the news cameras were turned on, there was an actual fight. The Marines was upset because, you know, they was like, yo, we boycotting the Marines because, you know, we've been told to do illegal things, immoral things. We got families, we looking in their window, they sitting down, having dinner with their little babies or what. And they said, shoot up that house so you can start a fight. And then the man, what do you think he gonna do? He gonna get his AK-47. He gonna come out and fight you. Why? Because you just ruined his family. And now they turn the cameras on all of a sudden. So that's the kind of thing that I know that this government will do. They'll do that, and they'll do harm to this country themselves. I know they have no problem using one of our own against us. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely, absolutely. And now that he's going through this process, how do you feel about him telling you about donations, and he have acquired, and he said he was rich, he don't need donations. Remember that? Do you remember that?
It was me then.
And you got a lot of flack for donations or contributions for you to make it to a formation.
Right.
How does that make you feel now that it doesn't even make a difference? He done got over $200,000.
Look, man, I wait, because I know anytime somebody come barking at me with that rah, 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 it's all right, bro. 5 minutes later, you like on SpongeBob, it's 6 minutes later, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be some bull crap. Soon it's gonna come back. It's gonna all you gotta do is wait, man.
What did he tell you about donations when you were because you got we got a family and et cetera, and you trying to get there to support. And one of the things that you said in the past is that, man, I just wanted to make sure he was safe. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want nobody to harm him. And so I just wanted to be at the formation. But then you got some flack about getting donation. What exactly was said to you about reaching out and getting donations?
I had this one crazy individual. I think it was this one female that was on his team that changes her name to different users. They probably had like 15 different user pages, and they would change.
Agent.
I don't know, but you never know.
I know she is.
Probably so, because they the fatal flaw with these individuals is they will talk about me not being able to lay low. They can't lay low either. They got to brag about something. You know what I'm saying? And I know in the CIA and FBI, they teach you to lay low outwardly, you know, in your appearance, also lay low, you know, psychologically. Don't be out here bragging, talking about, oh, I know this and I know that. You know, I got this association and that association. You see what I'm saying? So these individuals will be in my comments talking about, oh, you a dishonest individual. You out here scamming people, talking about you supposed to be getting you trying to get help to get to a formation, but you on YouTube making videos or whatever, you got a Jeep, but bro, what the hell that got to do with anything? You know what I'm saying? What they got to do with anything? It's people with a far greater following than me that get, you know, donations on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? That was in the formation. They got a way greater following than me. You know what I'm saying?
What do you? I'm about to do a show tomorrow to give some commentary on Locks and Loaded selling all his guns. What do you think about that?
Selling all his guns?
Oh yeah, you ain't hear about that?
Nah.
Oh, you gotta watch the show tomorrow. Yeah. What do you feel about somebody as close as Locks and Loaded is selling all his guns, majority of his guns? I'm not going to say all his guns because I don't want to misquote. Selling majority of his guns and said, you know, I might just have to get away and I can't carry all the guns with me. Who want to buy them?
Yeah, sounds like damage control, bro. Sounds like damage control to me. Yeah, see, look, man. When you in some bull crap and you know you want some nonsense and you know people might be coming after you or whatever the hell, yeah, you're gonna do stuff like that probably, you know. But I don't have there ain't nothing on me. Nobody gonna find nothing on me. I don't got no record. I don't have no. I'm a ghost, literally. They want to find something, they're gonna have to invent something like Steven Spielberg. They're gonna have to put some special effects on it because it's whatever. And truthfully speaking, if they were trying to pin us on anything, it would be bogus. So that's why I'm just like, okay, this whole thing, it was either a trap to lure us into some foolery, or it was a governmental setup for them to, make some laws happen, off the premise of us existing. Oh, we gotta change these gun laws because these crazy black people with guns is showing up everywhere. Let's get these gun laws popping, and then magically all black people lose, the right to bear arms or whatever the hell, all because we pop up with Mr. J or whatever the hell. So that seems like a more plausible idea as to why this thing was really coming into existence. On top of the fact that when you look back into history, the former presidents was like, yo, if there will ever be a black messiah ever again in life, it's because we created it. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
this will be the time, like, come on, magically out of nowhere, here comes an individual that got all these people behind them just like that, and then all of a sudden, here's the NFAC. Come on, man.
That doesn't even make sense. There is no movement of liberating proportions or liberating qualities that organize that fast on the face of the earth.
No.
Never. And nobody cares about his history leading up to the Ahmaud Arbery March. Nobody cares. But that lends itself to show us how crazy we are.
Right.
Nobody cares. I don't care if he was a fake DJ. I don't care if he was running for president. That's enough for me. Nobody cares. Where is this community activism?
Right.
Where is his community?
Where
is his cousin? Where is his wife? Where is his sister? Where is his brother? Where is his children? Where is his? So you mean tell me that this guy is going to sacrifice everything for everybody, but you don't even know his immediate family?
Right.
We seen Betty with Malcolm.
Right.
We seen Martin and what's his white name? Coretta.
Yeah.
You always seen that.
Yeah.
All you got is a guy that appears out of nowhere. And now that you think about that, what how does that hit you? Like, come to think of it, this guy is a mystery.
Yeah. See, look, man, I've been around since like 2004. People have seen my mission morph into what it is now. They didn't seen it. They didn't seen it go from actual military uniforms to, Dickie uniforms from Walmart with little chevrons on it. They didn't see me go from, leisure shirts to this. And, they've seen my information grow from nothing to something. So I've been out here in the streets in Fayetteville for a good long minute. I've been out here. So it would not be, all of a sudden for me. People will be in my comments talking about, oh, since you've been out here so long, why you need donations? Y'all don't ask the white man that. You don't ask the white man that. You know what I'm saying? White man be in your pockets all the time, and then he'll hit you with another tax. Why you need more taxes, white man? Do you ask the white man why he need more taxes when he's taking taxes from you already? Nah, they don't ask that. But they ask me why I need donations, even though I've been out here since 2004. Come out of here.
Exactly. I mean, one thing, when you're dealing with something perpetual, you're always going to need some financial support. You know what I'm saying? You're always going to, it's perpetual. It's not stopping. You know what I mean? How do you feel about General Delta? Have you ever met Delta?
Yeah, I met him at the Louisville, Kentucky one the first time, but it was too many people, and he was with Jay most of the time. And
Delta a true soldier of Jay too. I think he's still with Jay for real though.
Jay Delta, it makes me sad because I know manipulated people can get people like Delta, man. It makes me sad because I know Delta really believe in that dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's also a dangerous element too, because when you got somebody who believe in you like that and you fool them over, it can become real unpredictable. You see what I'm saying? They'll be the one that throw you over the cliff. You feel me? And that's why I'm out here like I am, because I'm like, bro, before you get out here and follow some mysterious, illusionary individual, you know, take a second and think about what you're doing. You see what I'm saying? Where did this dude come from? He said, "Yeah, okay, I've been around for a minute." All right, bro. Because if you look back at my videos, I was going hard for him. I was defending him. I didn't take my videos out. You can go back and listen to everything I said. You know what I'm saying? I saw the videos when he was out there with Trump. Okay, I logicalized it myself. I'm like, okay, well,
wait, how did you rationalize that when you seen him with Trump?
All right, when the rules, okay, all right, when you dealing with rules and laws, by the rules, you cannot be a presidential candidate and a protective agent, because you yourself need protection. That don't make sense. You see what I'm saying? But if you are an actual agent, you can move around and do whatever they want you to do. You see what I'm saying? So maybe he was doing security that day because they needed him for that. But then once he was done with that, they sent him on another mission.
Right. Well, he definitely was going security. Did you see the other video I put out?
I didn't see the other one. I only saw the one with where he was behind Trump. That's the only one I saw.
Let me see. Here it is right here. So I have a little extended version of the video where he's literally breaking it. He said, I know, take it outside. I just clipped it down so I can fit it on the slide. So I actually not only have him in the crowd, I actually have him breaking up the fight and telling the guy to go outside.
Right.
You follow me? You don't go to a Trump rally and all of a sudden a Trump rally is mostly full of Europeans, and you are the only African in America that is you're going to have the gall to go and break up a melee? No, that doesn't make sense. And everything in the crowd is indicative of you working for Trump. Go ahead. Now the footage surfaced where you actually breaking up the fight.
Yeah, see, I'm a security person. Like, that's what I do outside my repair work, okay? That's something that I would do. That's something that working at nightclubs and, you know, doing stuff like that. I'm in the middle of the trouble all the time. So you don't walk away from the trouble. You go in there and be like, hey, bro, you got to go. Hey, you got to peace out. Hey, get the hell on. That's what you do in your security. You see what I'm saying? Now, give it the benefit of the doubt, okay? Maybe it's because he was military. I can see it coming out. But even then, if he was military and he wanted to do it, his security would not allow him to do that.
That's what I was ready to say, brother. At a presidential rally, The Secret Service knows. See, Trump got private security. You feel me? So the Secret Service will not allow what you would call what y'all call it in the military, people that's not in the military, a civilian, if you will. They're not going to allow a civilian to enter to jump into something that they supposed to have control over, because this is a security risk.
Right.
And for him to be able to do that shows that he was Trump's security. Because you can best believe Trump already told the people back then that he's going to have his own security. He already told people that. You know what I'm saying? Secondly, he has his own security, plus he has another layer of Secret Servicemen. The Secret Service is not going for that.
Right.
Because it's a security risk. So now, this guy is definitely an agent without a doubt or contradiction. You know what I'm saying? Without a doubt or contradiction. Now, has anybody reached out to you after you was on Morse Road TV the last time?
Yeah, so there was a couple of people that was like, yo, why you going to do a show, man? You're a dirtbag. I was like, he all right. I was like, I stood up. I was like, hey, bro, he all right, man. He just doing the job nobody else want to do. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
So,
and you know, believe it or not, I really don't have nothing personally against Grandmaster Jay. If anybody know, I never talked about Grandmaster. The Europeans put in there, and I know the game that they play. They put in his past indiscretions in that report about him. You know, I didn't say anything about that.
Right.
I could have ran with that.
Exactly.
But that is not what this is about.
Now, some people did. Some people did. You know what I'm saying?
Even touch it.
I listened to a couple of videos and they was like putting it on blast. But I'm like, all right, bro. But the one thing I did not like in that report was the sealed stuff. You see what I'm saying? Like, all right, here it is. We got all these black people, these black men and women being murdered, rights being absolutely violated. We got Breonna Taylor, you just kicking in her door, murdering her and leaving her on the floor and dragging her husband out. Okay, you got Mark Arbery just disrespectfully murdering that boy. Then you got all these black boys being hung in trees. Okay, disrespectful. How you gonna be respectful to this one dude who is also supposed to be disrespecting the government by pointing guns at federal agents? You gonna be respectful to that dude by keeping his items sealed? You see what I'm saying? That don't sound right. Black people don't get that kind of respect. You see what I'm saying? And this is a federal trial too. Nah, they're gonna go all out and unseal everything. They're gonna knock it out the park with you. They're gonna put your past on blast. So the fact that he still got sealed stuff in there is that's the reddest flag ever, bro.
100. Now, how do you feel about that? He said in a video that I showed last night that the FBI confiscated everything related to NFAC.
What? They confiscated?
Yeah. Hold on, brother. Oh yeah, of course. See if I can pull it up real quick. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He says that the he said that the give me a second. I'll pull it up for you. He says that, and this is what I told, and this is another thing that I predicted. I said that Grandmaster Jay will turn everybody's stuff over, by the way, saying that they took it. And now he came out and said exactly what I said. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that I'm a genius. It's not that I'm a genius. It just makes sense of how the game would be played. You see what I'm saying? Like, I can't say somebody come kicking your door 2 years from now and you be like, man, let me think. That god daggone John Fitzgerald.
Right.
Now, here it is. You kicking your door now, and it's like, it ain't his fault. They took it when they locked him up. Now, Johnny Boy has, man, this thing has layers to it. This thing has layers to it. But here we go right here, though. Check this out. Let me screen share this real quick. because it couldn't upload on my thing, but I can screen share it. Listen to this, and like I said it. I think I got to turn it up too. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Yeah.
All of my weapons and anything related to NFAC.
Let me turn it up real quick. All right, hold on. Let me see.
Anything related to NFAC.
Hold up. Hold up. You hear that?
Yeah, I heard.
Hold up. Hold up. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear.
So he said, "That's a shame that look how black my screen is. It won't even show on my screen. They didn't rigged up my computer. They messed my computer up. Whoever
Yeah, I saw it.
they jacked my computer. But I had the actual video. But in fact, what he said was they went into his home and he said it in an interview. He said it real fast. You know what I'm saying? He said it.
Yeah.
You have to really pay attention to this interview. It's only 30 minutes long, and the detail is in the fast talk. He says it real fast, and I was like, "Hold up, what did he just say?" And he said, they came to my home and they confiscated it. And the reason why he does that, so if anybody questions, say, "Yeah, I've already said that. I said it on this show," but he said it so fast that you would have to really pay attention to catch it. And that's why I snipped it. I snipped that part so people could catch it. So now everybody who have sent in information to Grandmaster Jay is now in that database that we were talking about on Morse World TV in the fall.
Right. Exactly.
There it goes.
That's the reason. That's the reason why I did that video and laid out everything on my page that they said. You see what I'm saying? And put it out there saying that I wasn't dealing with them like that no more. You see what I'm saying? And I laid out my reasons for dealing with them as aid and protection of the community, whatever the hell. We can do that. You know what I'm saying? We are allowed by natural law to protect ourselves, as well as Caucasian law to assemble as a militia. We're allowed to do that. Now,
but do you understand that a militia is supposed to support the government? And this is why he said we follow all laws and we're going to police our own people. He's playing a psychological game. See, the European militia that they determined to be a militia, they are of the thought of that the government has went astray, and now they are formed a militia to impose and reinforce the Constitution. That is the European perspective of a militia in a nutshell. But Grandmaster Jay never says anything like that. Grandmaster Jay says that we follow all laws, rightfully so.
mm-hmm.
That we have not threatened, hurt. We're not on the poverty list, the list where they put terrorists. We're not on a terrorist watch list. He states all of these things, and then the catchphrase that he always used, that we are going to educate and police our own. If you look into the Constitution, that's what the Constitution speaks to, that a militia is to help the government when the government is in lack of manpower.
Right.
And Grandmaster Jay speaks to that. Would you consider that Grandmaster Jay was given the idea or the concept that if there was a race riot, that he would be the one to control, hypothetically speaking, the inner city or the so-called black constituents if things was to break out?
I was thinking about that for a great minute. And taking back into the example of X, you know, I know for a fact that X could do it. You know,
Oh,
I
yeah.
know X could get people who didn't. X could get people that didn't even like him to do stuff.
Well, I was thinking that if Trump would have won, that if the Democrats would have orchestrated civil unrest, and then that would be the buffer. Grandmaster Jay, for some strong stretch of some wild stretch of imagination, he really believed that he could be the buffer between our people and uprising. He's insane and lost his mind. And he probably sold that to the people the same way he sold Beams the idea that he could sell some fake DJ equipment. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no way that he could be a buffer not to no people like here in Baltimore. You ain't being no buffer between my people here in the inner city in Baltimore. Go check. They ain't listening to you.
You got to be a man of the streets. You know, you got to be. There's a certain way you got to move to do that, and he don't got all the moves. You know what I'm saying? Now I will speak on Delta. Now Delta, if you polish him up a bit and you throw some more education on there, and then you sharpen him up a bit, he probably could do that because he's a dude of the streets. He can speak the street language. You know what I'm saying? He know the street lingo. He know the way people move like that. But somebody like nah.
Only thing I would say this about Delta, and I know he's watching. That's my man. I would
turn your volume up.
What I would say about Delta is this: Delta need to really get in total control of his emotions. Once he can get in total control of his emotions, then he'll be able to think, to guide and lead people as a true leader. If you notice Grandmaster Jay, he don't move with no emotions. He's watching right now.
Yeah, he watching.
He done watched every show I done did. And you know what? He do a sly, maybe 2 or 3 minute sneak diss that only him and I know. His fake account will send me a little stuff, but he don't show no emotions. Because to be a leader, even whether you're a manipulative leader or whether you are a genuine leader, to be a leader, you have to be in total control of your emotions. You know, and so Delta, if he can get control of his emotions and, you know, not make videos every time somebody get him mad and not talk crazy every time somebody get him mad and he putting guns up in the camera and he will be a decent leader, but he got to get control of his emotions. You know what I mean? Because in this world, like what you said, you know, what you done been through so much, ain't nobody tripping off no threats. You know what I'm saying? Like, who cares? And okay, next up, you know, so threats are really worthless. The threats are really worthless. And then the thing is this. Somebody said I need to turn my sound up.
Yes, turn the sound up.
Can you hear me now? Oh, can you hear me now?
Hey, there you go. Just turn it. Yeah, all right, there you go.
Yeah. And then the thing is this. Let me turn down my speaker. Yeah, and then the thing is this. One thing about Delta too is that he need to have some loyalty to one side. You know what I'm saying? You can still be cool with the Europeans if that's what you want to do, but you have to have a loyalty to a cause. The European cause is not necessarily our cause. It may be similar, but it's not our cause. You know what I'm saying? And our cause is not their cause. That's an illusion. Because until a European goes through what we've been through, they really wouldn't understand what it takes to get out of this situation. You know what I mean? What they could do is they could hit the checkbook or something. You know what I mean? find it, but they can't be on the front line. Not with this, because it's too different. It's too many different. It's too many different experiences in the background. Too many different experiences in the background.
Right.
Let me say this real quick before we move on for the next 20 minutes. Are y'all ready to hear some updates from Kendrick Lamar? I say Kendrick. Why do I keep calling my brother Kendrick Lamar? King Kendrick Wilson, the brother who broke the Breonna Taylor case. I got a lot of questions for him this week. Press 1 if y'all ready for King Kendrick to come back this Wednesday. With that being said, so bro, what do you see for the future for NFAC?
I see a bunch of splinter cells. I see a bunch of renaming. I see a lot of disheartened individuals. I see a lot of people in denial. You know, I'm not saying that NFAC should not exist. I'm saying that it should exist without the foolery. It should exist.
I think right now, I think because I believe it's a government operation. You follow me?
Yeah.
And only it's a great concept though.
Okay.
It's a great concept.
That's what I mean. The concept. Okay, we need a fighting force. Okay, we need a military in some form, albeit small and ill-equipped. We need something that we can work with in a time of emergency. But what we got here, no, it's not gonna work, man.
And the thing is that so many people that joined NFAC were legitimate military, legitimate gun enthusiasts, of real gun clubs.
Real.
And I know without a doubt, the moment that they walked out there and seen that mess, like somebody say they're a hot mess, they was like, what? And it seems like that's why the militias, the formations begin to shrink. Right after Louisville. It just seemed to shrink.
Because everybody, Louisville was that was like the telltale one. And then, the Louisiana one was like the absolute nail in the coffin one. Like, what the hell are we doing?
Right.
That's what I was thinking.
You know what it takes to train those type of people to get them in unity as it relates to a formation, more or less of working hand to hand, 365 days a year. You know what because you were in the military,
right?
You were in the military. That's a lot of work to keep people organized.
That's a lot of money. You need all right, boom. Like Jay will lay the payments out. You need $1 million starting out to organize, train, and maintain a group of 3,000 to 5,000 people. Just $1 million, okay? Everybody got to be in one place, okay? They got to stay in one area because you can't just be driving 9 hours from someplace and think you're gonna be all right,
brother.
You see,
now we thinking with our sense. You know what I'm saying? And I say that because you're speaking for people that really was highly enthusiastic about this idea. But in order to be effective, from the perspective of being a resistance to opposition as it relates to oppression, you cannot be staggered all around the country. It don't work like that.
Or give you this scenario. Let's say we all were military like everybody was thinking. that's why all the laughs came out, because Jay was like, we're all military. Okay, and that wasn't the case. Okay, this is why this is what I say with that. All right, say we all were military and we all already know our tactics. We all know how to move together, and we all know how to move perfectly apart. It wouldn't matter then if we were scattered all over the place, because now we can do lone soldier movements. We can send coordination calls to each other and say, okay, we're moving at this time. You in California, I'm in South America, you in North America.
You on the wire.
Huh?
Y'all got to do that on the wire, the little text joint.
Whatever, man. All of this stuff, all of the feds, man. Look, the feds is all up in these communications, man. If you talking on any device, it better be because you made it. You know what I'm saying? They know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? But if we were staggered everywhere and we already had the skills and the abilities to do stuff like that, okay, yeah, it wouldn't matter if we got together and trained, because we already know.
My big bro Michael Connor said they was doing carpools. Were they doing carpools?
Yeah.
The military was moving in a carpool.
Right.
All right. Like a soccer mom.
That had me upset, bro. Like, literally. I'm like, we looking crazy as hell. I was like, all right. Like, my thing was, all right, bro, let's start organizing and get some tactical tour buses. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We can have custom tour buses made specifically for, you know, tactical situations. And you got a place for the weapons. Your live weapons can go in there. Your windows can open strategically or whatever the hell, and y'all can move. But carpooling? You in a regular car with a bunch of guns?
Bro, I'm going to tell you, this week I'm going to have a good time because I got some footage, some behind the scenes footage. I got some behind the scenes Stone Mountain footage. I got some good stuff coming up. Yeah, I got some good stuff coming up. And it looks very bad, bro. It looks really bad. And when you were at Stone Mountain, and you started seeing people jumping in the cars with the police and getting rides down, did you witness any of that?
Yeah, I was right there. I was in the back. See, me and another Marine, we got exactly in the rear of the formation. This is why it wasn't no pictures of me nowhere, because I was me and him was exactly in the back. Okay, when we was in the back, we was making sure all the people that was falling out the formation were not being left behind. So when people would fall out, they would be slow. We would get behind them to make sure they was still in the formation. We got our weapons on us, you know what I'm saying? We make sure ain't nobody fooling with them. You know what I'm saying? So and then, you know, the people will come by and pick them up. Then we can go back and get closer to the regular formation after people have been picked up. So that's what we were doing in the back. So I was seeing people, you know, falling out and whatever it was. I mean, it's only natural for that to happen, because you got all these people coming out of nowhere thinking they're going, you know, do some possible warfare. They in their feelings. They just want to be a part of the situation. I could feel them on that, but a lot of them were not physically ready for it. The military people of us, we was already conditioned for that, because I mean, that's what we do. Like, I damn near went out there in all black with the same thing I had on, except minus the sweatshirt. You know what I'm saying? I was fine. But you had people who had never done that before. They never put on a rucksack before. They never had boots on for no long period of time, and they were struggling.
Somebody asking, what does your shirt say?
This is a number. Okay, this is number 1 million. This is the number place million. So just like Jay, that's another thing. When Jay was talking about the 1 million people formation, this is what that is. Just in another form. This number represents 1 million. So when I bring my formats and my teaching and all the information that I have, you know, to the people, I teach 5,000 people. That 5,000 turns into 50,000. 50,000 turns into 500,000. 500,000 turns into 1 million. So they may get me, but the information is still out there and growing.
What do you feel? What do you feel like? And this is from my big brother, 322 Muhammad. What do you feel like the formations accomplished?
The accomplishment of the formations was sparking the mind. That's the good part. Yeah, it was full up with nonsense and goofball, but the idea is born. So now they see we can do it. Now they seen all of the foolery that comes out, so they already know what not to do. Okay, let's not do that. Let's not sweep people with our guns when we walking by. Let's not, let's have an actual uniform so everybody can be looking uniform and we can look more formidable.
Would you take the lead and take the charge to organize the militia the way it need to be?
That would be a hard fight to get me up there again with that.
But I'm not talking about calling it NFAC. I'm talking about the rebirth of the concept of a coalition of those who are responsible gun owners to come together to be able to address the municipalities wherever there is strife in our neighborhoods or in our communities.
Sure, I would. In all professionalism, yeah, I'd do that.
That's what I'm saying. Would you consider taking on that role? Because we do need, our situation is so dire that we need all sorts of responses. And one thing we don't need is just the marching response behind of a barrier dictated by the police either. We don't need that at all. I mean, what we need is ones that will, as we say, pull up and say, this is what we demand. And are you able to meet our demands? If they say no, the leader, they walk away, and then they make the proper response, whatever that may be. That is a true liberation organization.
Right.
Like, we ain't got to get up there and go live every day. We ain't got to talk this tough talk. So I would think that somebody out of NFAC should, even yourself, should consider that. Because we definitely need that.
Yeah, I know. I've been thinking about some things, and I'm like, okay, this can't. Yeah, there's foolery in the midst, but it can't stop because it's here, and the people are seeing you can't miss something you never had, but once you had the thing, you want it again. You see what I'm saying? And the people have been needing this type of imagery since 60 years ago. You see what I'm saying? And it's been absent. So now that it's here, it's like, okay, so how can we keep this going? So we need more than just another thing. We need more than just one person. Can't just be one focal point. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Let me say this, and I'm gonna do on my new show that I got coming up on this platform. I'm gonna be talking about things like that, the philosophical approach to liberation, and in examples. The European approach is a totalitarian approach. In other words, that it's one leader, he's the head, and that's it, that's all. But that's never been ours. And this is why the United States is so successful. Regardless whether we like it or not, it's so successful in its political agenda because there is too many leaders, there's too many targets. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Every state has a leader. Every city has a leader. Every county has a leader. You know, the United States has a president, but it also has an office of the presidency. It's just too many moving targets. You know what I'm saying? But we would teach us that I am the king, or I am the sultan, or I am the general. And when in fact, the strongest nation on earth right now, whether we agree with or not, is the United States, and they don't operate from one individual. It's layered. Do you know what I'm
saying? That's what this right here is about. That's what this is right here. The 1 million. I put my brain in 1 million people's head. I can go away. It don't matter. We still here. You fight ideology. You don't fight the person. You fight people live and die every day. You see what I'm saying? We still listening to Malcolm X speeches and reading and looking at his face, and he been gone how many years? You see what I'm saying? His ideology is still here. So it's not about the man, it's about the ideas that he leaves behind. So that is the point, of my existence. And I would hope that there's more Black men out here and Black women out here who would want to share in this, type of endeavor to lead us to a better place and lead us there professionally. You know what I'm saying? Not have us being laughed up the ladder. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
don't.
So, brother, let me yield the floor to you. Is there anything that you want to add? It's 10:55 on the East Coast. Anything that you want to add? Bro, I need to bring you back, bro. I told you, bro, but I be just getting caught up in some things. I haven't been live for like a whole week. I want to talk. Somebody said, can you speak your language? I want to bring you back and talk about your language, how you developed it and all that. But before we close out, are you able to speak your language for us?
Give me a sentence.
All right, I gotta say this. Subscribe, like, and come back to watch Morse World TV. How about that?
Ain't no words but subscribe. I do you one better because it's not gonna be effective if I'm just speaking it. I had one of my kids come on with me and he'll interpret what I'm saying. Right. So you'll ask the question and I'll answer it and he'll tell you what I'm saying.
So let me hear you. Grandmaster J is a fraud. Hold up, say it again. How many people know your language, brother?
My kids and people that's been around me for about 20 years. You know.
Say it one more time, I like that. Bro, I'm a sample that for a commercial.
my kids watching, they know exactly what I said.
They do.
Yeah, they know. They're probably in the comments laughing.
So brother, in your music, bro, can I get some music and give you some credit for my show? A song?
What do you mean?
Instrumental?
What do you mean?
Bro, I'll be checking your music out, bro. I need a beat. I need something from you.
You want me to make you a custom beat?
Whatever, sure.
All right, I can do that for you. I can do that.
But and I would like you to send me a song so I can do for some of my intros throughout my shows. And give you some credit so people can go and check your music out.
Oh. You mean a song off my record that you can use, or you want a new one for like
whatever music that you're trying to distribute and sell for your talent? You know what I mean? You're an artist.
All right.
So what I'm saying is if I open my show up with your song on one of my pre-record, I got a lot of pre-recorded videos coming up. So if I open it up with your music, I'm gonna put the credits on and the links so people can go and get your music.
Boom. Okay. I'll do that.
Because at the end of the day, people don't understand that, just like you said, your children is probably listening, but guess what? Your children got to eat. You know what I mean?
They do.
Your children got to eat, and you have to work. And so if I can provide the platform, whereas though we can redirect, people ask me for my music all the time. I'll be like, it's coming. I'll be so busy, I don't get a chance to upload it. But yours is ready to rock and roll. I've been peeping. Yeah, so I think that'll be a good thing. But brother, you can take us out. Anything you want to add to the conversation about Grandmaster J until you come back on this show? Because I know you definitely coming back.
I know people gonna hate me, bro, but it don't even matter at this point. But I'm gonna just say this, man. When we really care and we really love each other, we put our face on it. When you really love a woman, you love a man, you want to be seen with them. You want to express yourself and tell the world and your environment that you are with that person. But when things fall apart, you kind of want to, distance yourself, especially when that individual has been bringing you, reproach, making your name look bad or causing you to not look in a good, good kind of way. People could say, oh, this is his trouble in time. Okay, well, yeah, it could be. but at the same time, there has not been a really good relationship on the undercurrent. You know what I'm saying? In the back rooms, it was not a good relationship. In the front, yeah, it looked nice, but in the back, there's a bunch of craziness going on. So on the strength of that alone, I would say, I think a lot of the NFAC people should, reconsider what they're doing. You know, form your own groups, form your own uh militia leaders, form your own ideas of defense. You know, um, I don't think it's a good idea to hold on to the NFAC idea no more. It's tainted. You got to get away from it. Thank Mr. J for coming out here and giving us that idea, but I think we can do better. I think we can do a whole lot better. And
What you think about that 200,000? He should give you a cut. He should give you a cut.
I don't want no cut,
I
man.
want my cut. I help promote him. No, I'm playing.
I'm good. He can go on with that, man.
That's dirty money.
I'm good.
That's dirty money. That's dirty money. I want to ask you a question. The lady, let me see if I can pull it up. The lady that organized this, an old lady came out of nowhere. Do you remember? Did you see her? She came out of nowhere and said, I'm making this video for John. I need you to go to the GoFundMe. She then came out of nowhere, and that's the one that started the GoFundMe. Let me pull it up real quick.
Let's see what she looks
like. It's a reason that I want to pull this up. Listen, because Rosemary, her name Rosemary Parker, right? Let me put. Now listen, real quick. Let me pull it up real quick. So there it goes. It's at 188. You follow me?
Yeah.
Now people must be getting tired now because it's not moving as much as it was before. Because it was just skyrocketing, moving at one time. So people must then gave much, and they done maybe. But anyway, her name is Rosemary Parker. You follow me? Rosemary Parker, right? So the first day that Grandmaster J was locked up. Give me 1 second. The first day that he was locked up, I want to see real quick if we can find out when it was organized. Hold on. It was organized the day of, on December 3rd, or the day after. You know what I mean? But he was still locked up when this was organized. I mean, he had just got out the day after, whatever the case may be. But Rosemary Parker came out of nowhere and did this video and telling everybody and she came on his channel telling everybody to donate to. That's how the word initially got out. So first thing with me, who in the heck is this Rosemary Parker? It's an older lady. So now this older lady, man, let me see if I can pull it up. She in my comment section attacking me. I'm not playing. She in the comment section telling me, you finding holes in Grandmaster J's story. We find holes in yours too. So Miss Rosemary, Miss Parker, you are welcome to come on Morse World TV and bring any holes that you have of my story also. But man, it was crazy. Let me see if I can find it real quick. See if you've seen her in the lineup. Hold up. Give me 1 second. I know I can pull it up. Unless they took it down. Rosemary Parker. All right, hold up. Give me 1 second.
I'm looking for it right now. Let me see if I can see.
Well, I'm gonna find it real quick. Cause Did she do it right there? Let me see. I'm like, what is this older sister up here on this mission for? I can't find it now, and I should have saved that demonstration, but whatever the case may be, it was an older lady, and they must have took the video down now because it was on Grandmaster J channel.
Mm-hmm.
It was on Grandmaster J channel without a doubt of contradiction, and it was the only video after he got locked up. I'll find it, you know what I mean, because I downloaded it. But nevertheless,
Right, that's the same thing.
Older lady. Did they have older people in the formation too?
They did, but most of the older people were okay. The older people who were not affiliated directly with him were in the back. The older people that were affiliated with him directly were in the front. So, or they were either in the front or on the sides or doing admin stuff, and they would be on the radio. So, the admin ladies that was directly affiliated with him, they was always talking in his ear on the radio, you know, telling him stuff either on the cell phone or on the radio, you know, through the security people. But everybody else was either in the formation or in the back, you know. So, but then you got people that he's connected to who they never come out to a formation. They're, you know, they're strictly for support in other ways.
Man, this is a government operation. That's what it is.
I'm
Well,
good,
brother,
man.
I salute you. It's 11:07, brother. Hopefully next week, man. I want you to bring I want to do a family week, family. I'm gonna bring my wife on. We're gonna do a show. You can bring you and your children on. We can do the language show.
Yeah.
And we're gonna switch gears a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be getting with my brother Kendrick, and we're gonna get with him on Wednesday. My brother, anything you want to say in closing before I get out of here?
That's it, man. I'm good.
Appreciate
Bless
you,
up,
bro. I see you soon.
man.
Indeed. So, family, what we're going to do is we're going to get our brother Kendrick on the line. If Kendrick's still watching, hopefully he texts me. If not, I'll hit him tomorrow and see if we can set up for something Wednesday or Thursday. We're going to talk about that. But tomorrow I will be back, and we're going to examine those who are taking flight from NFAC. AWOL from NFAC. Hide your babies. Hide your wife. Right here tomorrow. Tomorrow going to be a good show. Tomorrow is going to be something serious. I'm going to drink me some tea so I can yell a little bit more. Yeah, I'm going to get some honey so I can yell a little bit more. Because tomorrow going to be something, going to be a good show. You know what I mean? Real quick. Tomorrow's going to be, the link is in there, but tomorrow's going to be a very good show. We're going to show how these people are running from NFAC as we speak. And they're doing it in a subtle way. They're doing it in a subtle way. And I'm telling you, this ain't going to be, we're going to read between the lines. That's what we're going to do. We're going to read right between the lines. Let me see. Let me see the brother. I want all the smoke. Are you there?
Assalamu alaikum, man.
Wa alaikum salam, brother.
Man, now what happened with Brother Delta? It's not to be talked on social media.
Nah, man, because he talking real reckless, but he all right.
Okay, well, since I know he's listening and all that, this, that, and the third. Excuse my French, but bro, I'm not gonna even go there like that. You got my number. You don't have to contact another man to talk to a man. And whatever you want, like I told you before, bro, I ain't had no problem with you. I had a problem with what you said. But like I told you, it ain't nothing for me to come to Florida, bro. Just make sure your paper right, because when I'm coming correct. That's all I'm telling you. When you come at me, you better come correct. So I don't forgive and forget, and I don't do all that talking, homie. And that's enough said on social media. You heard? Peace and love, my brother. Love you out of death. Be safe. And you already know what it is. Send that to me, and it is what it is. You heard? Ain't nothing to be talked about. You heard?
Peace and
For
love.
real. Peace and love.
Oh man. Anyway, see like that there. See like that there. See, it's like that there. You know what I mean? It's like that there. You know what I mean? But whatever the case may be, family, let me see. I need to find. I'm definitely gonna get I'm definitely going to get Kendrick on here. I can't find his number. I lost it in my other phone. Where my other phone at? That's all right. We're going to get it together. We're going to get it together. We're going to get it together. But anyway, peace and love, family. Peace and love, family. We got a lot of big stuff coming. You know what I mean? We're going to get busy. See y'all tomorrow. Y'all going to be with me tomorrow? Y'all going to hear me break it down tomorrow? Press 1 if y'all gonna be with me tomorrow. If y'all ain't gonna be with me tomorrow, I ain't gotta come here till like Tuesday or Wednesday. Y'all said y'all miss me, so I gotta make up for lost time. And y'all gonna be here tomorrow? Press 1 if y'all gonna be here tomorrow. Huh? I gotta make up for lost time. Talk to me. The Lord said, okay, we gonna be here tomorrow. It's gonna be. I love you. And I love y'all too. And I love you too. That's right. Michael Carter, I love you, my brother. Black woman, God Sally, I love you. Aurelia Israel, I love you. Mushonda, Jeff Fraser, I love you. I love you. Y'all ever watch wrestling? Brother Love, I love you. See, somebody always got to mess it up. Serving and collecting. Be late, Mo. Justice Exodus. NFAC for life. For life. That's right. That's right. Ride on out. Listen, those who are NFAC for life, ride on out. Like the Titanic. Go on down with the ship. Go on down with the ship. Shanice Malone, I love you. I need to put a beat to that. I love you. Salute. Thanks for all of the super chats. Thanks for all of the cash apps. Thanks for all of the conversation. Thanks for all of y'all. Let's be for real. Like, I need to stop this. I'm too old for this. Man. Somebody can say, man, why? I'm too old for this. Man. I just be making stuff up as I go along. I need to stop this, man. Somebody stop me. You think you'll be safe after the aftermath? Justice Exodus, I could care less. I'm always safe. You know what I mean? I'm always safe. I could care less. You know, listen, man. I got some frustration I want to get off. I'm going to tell you that. I got some frustration that I want to get off, Justice. You know what I mean? I got some frustration. Now, a whole bunch of it. So we'll see who want to make it home. Who really want to make it home? Do you want to make it home? Who wants to make it home? That's what it all boiled down to at the end of the day. With that, let me bring in my big brother.
Technical difficulties on my end.
What's up, brother? How you been?
Yo, what up? I can't really hear you. I don't know if you can hear me.
I can hear you well. I can hear you very well.
I can read your lips. It sounds like you said you can hear me, but I can't hear you.
Yep, I can hear you real well, brother. Real well. I don't know why you can't hear me. Hold up. Can you hear me now?
I can't hear him.
I can definitely hear you. I can
Let's
hear you. Hold up.
I don't know. I think they can hear me, but I can't hear them. Is there, you know where my head,
You want to be seen with them.
where my earbuds are, where I can possibly plug in, see if it works?
Go ahead. You all right? We can hear you.
It might be on the, I'm trying to think where they at. Can you hear me?
I can hear
I
you.
can't hear you, but I'm gonna log on my other phone where I can hear you still, and we'll just bootleg it real quick. Let me get on my other phone,
All right.
and hopefully it ain't too far behind.
Can we use your home to showcase one of our new roofing styles or colors? We need showcase homes of all shapes and sizes right away.
Okay. Okay, I can hear you. I'm on my other phone, but it's a little delay on it. We'll just bootleg it real quick. Let me get on my other phone. All right.
Can you give us an update?
I wonder why I can't. Man, this is crazy.
Can you give us an update on the Breonna Taylor situation?
It's crazy. Okay, I can hear you. All right, you can go ahead, man. I can hear you on my other phone, but it is a delay. Can you give us an update? Can you give us an update on the Breonna Taylor situation? Man, can I give you an update on the Breonna Taylor situation? Hey, man. Hey, this is why I've been trying to get a hold of you as far as before I even come on your show, me and you, because I know you're a research guru. Me and you need to sit down before I come on the show, because the stuff that I'm about to tell you is gonna blow your mind. It's beyond corruption. You're talking about something that is so mind-blowing, and the evidence is right there. You're one of the people that I know will have zero problem with discovering what I'm going to tell you is true. And when you find out what I found out, it's to the point, man, to where I don't even know whether I should be sad, should I be mad. It's sickening. I mean, it's sickening. And I know you're on Grandmaster Jay, and you've been one of the people who's called a spade when it comes to him. When I show you exactly what his role was and what the NFAC's role was, oh my God. Oh my God. I mean, it's mind-blowing. But it's true. And the evidence is right before your eyes. And for me, it's heartbreaking to know that we as Black people, collectively, because there's a lot of individual Black people all around the world that are smart, but collectively, as a whole, we're not even intelligent enough to detect the shit that they're doing, excuse my language, right before our eyes. And then it makes me want to go back and pay attention to every single thing that's ever happened and say, how many times have they did this right in front of us? I mean, you opened up my eyes. I watched one of your shows, and you was talking about the whole, what it's about being a Moor, and the whole situation with Masons, and how at the end of the day, it goes back to white supremacy. Like, y'all are practicing a white man's belief. I had never really tapped into that. I knew of it, but I had never tapped in. But when you got to throwing out certain dates and talking about certain events, then I started going and do my research on this stuff. The sick part about this whole thing with the whole Breonna Taylor case, every single person of power, including Breonna's boyfriend's parents, is involved with being a Mason. We just had some people that was killed here recently, right? We had some protesters just all of 10 days, within 2 weeks ago, got hit by a car. Do you not know the car that hit them had the Mason symbol all on the license plate? Sam Aguilar, the police officer, every last one of the people who are involved in this situation, they're all Masons. Got hit by a car. Do you not know the car that hit them?
Can you hear me?
The Mason symbol all on the license plate.
Can you hear me now?
Sam Aguilar,
Brother, that is a red flag. The red flag is not necessarily that all Masons are bad, but because history has recorded, whenever there is something that's crazy, suspicious, and out of the ordinary within our community, or trying to overthrow a power structure, the Masons always appear. The Shriner always appear. So if you see people in a suspicious situation and they have some type of connection to a Masonic organization or to a Shriners organization, that's a terrible red flag. And we should take that dead serious. We should take that for life serious, because there is nowhere in the world that that's a coincidence. I can tell you that.
And they have some type of connection to a Masonic organization or to a Shriners organization. Got a delay. I'm still listening to you. We should take that serious. We should take that for life serious, because there is nowhere in the world that that's a coincidence. I can tell you that. I'll just say this, man. I want to say this. It's our job to make sure everybody is waking each other up. You're doing your part. You've woke me up in a whole atmosphere, in a whole situation that I was completely sleeping in, because I don't tap in with organizations and all that stuff. And what I'm learning about, being a Moor is not necessarily about an organization. It's about a realization, realizing exactly how the universe works. So yeah. A lot of respect for y'all, because if I knew what I know now about the Moorish world, I would have been then tapped in. But outside looking in, I just judged it, and I just thought it was something else, like the Masons organizations that are about power and money and covering up corruption. But now you said something to me when I was on your show the first time, and I couldn't really receive the compliment because I really didn't know too much about what a Moor was. I knew, but I didn't know. You know what I mean? I heard of, but I never went beneath the surface. But when you gave me the compliment, you said you are talking like a Moor. It made me want to go and do more research on exactly what is that? What is that? Why did he say I'm talking like that? Now I 100% get it. Without the approval of you or any temple or anything, with me knowing exactly what exactly a Moor is, I will say this. Without being initiated, or if there is an initiation process, or without going through any man or temple, I am a Moor. I am a Moor. The way that I think and the way that I talk, I am a Moor.
You have one of the most progressive analytical minds that I have seen in a long time. And that's the spirit of the original Moors. We civilized the universe by figuring out how it operates. And so if our ancestor can look at the universe and make a clock, if our ancestors can look at the celestial system and make a stream from an ocean, make a river from a stream, and so forth and so on, hypothetically speaking, if our ancestors can look at the celestial stars or the cosmos and duplicate it on Earth, a lot of the rivers and streams that's on Earth is man-made. And it's made from the celestial stars for travel to get us from here to there, to get us from here to there. And so if we can analyze like that, why will we be so backward thinking today that we can't analyze a plot that's alleged or perpetrated against us for our own demise, and a plot that has been put together for us to keep giving the death to ourselves? We look at the universe and duplicate it here on Earth. We should be able to look at this fugazi nonsense and figure it out. And when I looked at your videos about the Breonna Taylor case, I was like, whoa, this brother got the analytical mind, because it's the analytical mind that solves the equations that many people could never solve in their lifetime. But it's the analytical mind. The common person may not be able to do it, but the analytical mind will be able to do it. You follow me?
Give me a second. I'm on a small delay. I got you. Right. Right. Hey, I'll just say this, and we can save the rest for when I come on the show. Let me say this, man. You got people like Tahaga that it's no doubt that anybody who's on a platform like him is somewhat benefiting from the corruption, the Breonna Taylor case, and all that stuff that's going on. But that's not purposely. Because he has a show and people does have shows, they are benefiting because we are given information and stuff on what's going on. But I want to say this, the Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, and so many other situations that people like yourself speak on, those topics are to be spoken on, because when we speaking on these things, we're trying to use them as examples to let people know what's really going on in the world. But I'll say this, anytime a teacher is trying to teach a class something, whether it's a math problem or whether it's how to solve something or put something together, the teacher starts out with the example. But the teacher does not spend more time on the example than actually teaching you and making sure you're learning on how to do what she was trying to teach you to do with the example. I'll say this, and me personally, I want to make sure Breonna Taylor get justice, George Floyd, and so many others. More importantly, I want to make sure my people wake up. But we can't keep spending too much time on the example. At some point, we're gonna have to move forward from Breonna and all these situations, and we're gonna have to give the world what we have to give them as far as actually moving forward with learning, because we can't stay stuck on the example, because that's not, the key to learning. It's an example for a reason. You give the example and then you move on to actually learning. The example is there to teach you how to learn and teach you how it's done. We, you, me, collective people all around the world, we've showed y'all the example, and we're willing to show y'all a little bit longer. But what y'all got to understand, at some point, it's not that we're giving up on Breonna. It's not that we're giving up on George Floyd or our community. We have to move forward and actually start learning. Start learning. We can't keep showing you the example.
I want to add this: post COVID-19, we should be planning. Minds such as myself, you, and those others that have been on the front line of trying to wake our people up. We should be hitting on the grassroots. We should be hitting right into the inner cities. We should be hitting on these college campuses, because the same propaganda that we fight against, they are putting their boots on the ground to spread the poison amongst the people. And so we should be right there to meet it face to face, and to awaken the people face to face, shaking hands, kissing babies, hugging families, just like a politician do when they sell their poison. We didn't need to sell the love with the same intensity, period. But brother, I appreciate you coming on. I hope you text my phone so we can set up and maybe meet tomorrow during the day, and we can organize the information so we can come back on Tuesday and get business.
Hey, I definitely appreciate you letting me come on. I know this wasn't designed, but it was designed by the universe. We had no idea I was going to be on today, but that's how the universe works. I just want to say, hey, if you can, I had a situation with the phone where I lost my contacts. If you can, shoot me your information again, and we'll go from there. But I definitely appreciate you letting me come on and shed some light to this dark world. And anybody who's out there on these platforms, man, and they honestly have a great agenda, and they trying to do anything positive with their platforms, and they'll like to hear from me. I promise I'm willing to attack any show, get on any show and speak and try to shed any light, because at the end of the day, we live in a very, very dark world. There's nothing in this world that consists of any light except the people with good hearts. This world don't have no light. Last time I checked, what gives this world light is outside this world, which is the sun. We live in a very, very dark place. We got to be the light, and we got to continue to take our light and light other people whose wicks is out right now. We got a lot of people in our community, and the wick is out. They have no type of flame or anything to them. And we got to light our people on fire, and we got to start brightening up this dark place, because we are living in, whether you believe in the Bible or not, it's not that I believe in it, but the way the story goes and the way they describe hell, we're living in hell right now. So we have to be the light. This is a very, 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 very dark place. and it's going to keep getting darker if we don't do our job as candles and share our light and start lighting other people's wicks.
Salute. And we're going to wrap it with that. And I see you on Wednesday. I'm about to send you my email with my number right now. Salute, family.
Salute. I appreciate it, bro. You have a good one.
You too, brother. So, family, it look like it's going to be a really good show on Wednesday. Hope I see y'all here tomorrow. I'm going to be covering some of these people sneaking out the back door of NFAC. Salute your family. Peace and love. And I see y'all tomorrow, same time, 9